Hello, trusting you well. I'm so excited. This is my first podcast, by the way, and today I just wanted us to just look on the things that are happening in our world today, the issues of molarity, and allow me to say the abolition of the African morals and traditions and adoption of the Western culture, especially in the African continent. And clearly, we can see the end results and the feedbacks that are all over, even in the news and even in the areas of our residence. And also, the abolition of the caning system, even in primary schools, and the issue of the economic situation globally and how it has affected the parenting, like those in Gen Z. Yes, there is a lot of the difference in upbringing and in matters of parenting between the our generation and the children that are being born. And you realize nowadays the mother child bond is not as intact as it used to be formerly, but the difference is that there's a lot of financial providence, there is a lot of soft life, there is a lot of money, but the basic root of family is somehow very wanting. And I was realizing uh, that I was appreciating the upbringing of our parents and some of us who are in the mid and late 20s, and the times that the child used to belong to the society. You can agree with me, even from the research and even in the newspapers, a lot of death cases of young people were not that much, and especially about the femicide massacre that has been ongoing even in our nation of Kenya, whereby you find a lot of young girls being murdered, and the culprits, there's not much that is taken concerning that. And the question I want us to ask ourselves is, have we really done ourselves a good thing by adopting more of the Western and neglecting our ATRs, African traditional rights and stuff? And also, a question I want us to ask ourselves is, what can be done? you know we cannot like forget the advantages of the Western civilization, but what can we do as Africans to still maintain our set of morality, you know and you even going back to religion. I'm not going to be biased on on one religion, but basing on the common religions in Kenya, that is the Christianity religion, and even the Islamic religion. When you go through the Quran and when you go through the Bible, one thing that is an underlying factor is the discipline, right? And actually, I was reading an article sometimes back last week, and I was saying that we usually have an argument to do with religion as Africans, and we say it's a white thing, it's a white man thing, and that is why we don't want to embrace it. But the person was asking, but why do we adopt things like the microwave, the technology, the cars, their outfits, their brandings, but we don't want to subject yourself to religion? Okay, that is not where my point was. My point was like going back to the religion, discipline was a common thing, was a common ground. So you realize people are arguing about all this so that because they don't want to subject themselves to a yoke of discipline. And that is something that is really shocking, and you just wonder if these are the things that are happening to these children. What about the generation that is about to come? And about the social media, are we doing really enough to advocate for safe internet even for the children? Research shows that there are so many pornographic sites in the website, and there are no such restrictions. In as much they demand for the ages, these things they can really rely concerning this. You find that in a home, parents may decide to have internet connection, maybe through installing a Wi-Fi or a fiber, and they have no time to go and take a brief, want to really know what the children are doing with their smartphones, with their PCs, and this is not a thing that is happening to only the children who have connection of the internet. Like, even when they go to school and they interact with their fellows, these are things that they really talk about. They are you can't say that my child is safe because I have not yet purchased a smartphone or a personal computer or a laptop, because at the end of the day they will still go and interact. And I was trying to figure out what can we really do to to try and bring back the molarity that you used to have as Africans, that we used to embrace, in terms of modesty, in terms of discipline, in terms of respect, in terms of hard work, in terms of respect, and all other virtues that should be embraced. There are times that children used to walk in purity, until marriage, but nowadays, sex has become something just as a casual activity. And the reason I am doing this podcast is to just try to ambush our minds to think of what we can do. One thing is about self-awareness, educating the children on the negativities of indulging in these activities. Another thing is about trying to form online advocacies, online sensitization, online gigs to discourage the effects of social media, the negative effects of social media, and to just carry out awareness to the children, and also educate parents on how they can make time to talk with their children, and they understand it's not about money, it's not about seeking to help them live a good life at the expense of the parent or child bond, and also to try to allow Africa to teach children or the young people to always embrace their identity as Africans. Africans are known for morality, for decency, and by promoting social and cultural activities of Africans, I think it can go a very big mile in helping and advocating for that. It's something that has really been bothering me. When you see the deaths that are happening in the society, when you go in the street, you find people, they are maybe half naked and they don't care, and you can't even approach a person to tell them. Even as we grow, as we go out there as teachers, we shall interact with teenagers and young people. Let us always take advantage of that and try to mentor them, even as we lead by examples. This is awesome, and I know we can do something to save our generation. Yes, that's my podcast.